Good morning. Welcome to another session on environmental impact assessment.
Unit 5 case studies. Describe course outcome, describe the EA for various infrastructure projects. Learning outcome, explain the EA for stadium construction. Right. So specific outcomes explain the impacts of construction of a stadium on the environment. So stadium, plural stadiums or stadia is a place or venue for mostly outdoor sports, concerts or other events and consists of a field or stage either partly or completely surrounded by tiered structure designed to allow spectators to stand or sit and view the event. So that is a stadium. During both their construction and general use, sports stadiums create a number of environmental problems. Right? Construction projects in the US, including sports stadiums, consume 60% of the nation's raw materials annually. So I have taken these materials from a document which is related to US. Right? So the same meaning you just take the impacts. Right? Although they are giving data with respect to a particular country, but we are not so much concerned about the particular country or the specific data like 60% or 70%, but you get a general idea of what happens when you construct a stadium, right? So see from that perspective, right? So often these construction projects fail to use recycled or local products that could reduce the environmental impact. Many of the products that go into stadiums interiors and exteriors both during and after construction also contribute to the detrimental environmental effects of these projects. Stadiums can also worsen an area's traffic and traffic-related air pollution because of the use of both construction and personal vehicles of stadium attendees and employees. Vehicular air pollution emits a large number of chemicals into the atmosphere, gathering thousands of vehicles in one location like a stadium releases an even greater amount of those substances in a concentrated area. So you know that when there is a football match or cricket match or whatever it may be, some athletics event or something, you will have people thronging in thousands. So thousands of vehicles dumped at a particular location. You can imagine how what kind of air pollution will be caused over there. Exposure to these chemicals can have serious health consequences, and the Harvard School of Public Health found that exposure to these compounds is the most prominent contributor to heart attacks around the world. In 2010, the Health Effect Institute, a non-profit independent research organization, conducted one of the most comprehensive exams on traffic-related air pollution. So it found that between 30 to 45% of the individuals living in large US cities, where the vast majority of sports stadiums are located, live within exposure zones that increase susceptibility to the effects of traffic-related air pollution. HEA also identified a number of possible health problems that could result from living in exposure zones and attempted to determine which, if any, were directly connected to the traffic-related air pollution. So they concluded more information was needed in some instances to state definitely that traffic-related air pollution caused these problems. However, the organization did find enough evidence to find a causal relationship between the exposure of air pollution and a worsening of the asthmatic symptoms. So what they concluded is that definitely asthma is being caused by the air pollution from the stadiums, right? But they could not, they needed more information to conclude about the other diseases caused by air pollution. Further studies show exposure to traffic-related airborne pollutants has a detrimental effect on the respiratory systems of infants and children also. For instance, the new Yankee Stadium located in Bronx, New York created more traffic and subsequently more air pollution in an already congested part of the New York City. City officials have cited the increased traffic congestion as a contributing factor to the higher incidence rate of asthma in local Bronx residents, particularly in young children compared to other areas of the New York City. Sports stadiums can also impact the environment due to the volume of water simply needed for day-to-day operations. So the average MLB is a stadium there located in the US. So it uses approximately 12 million gallons of water per year. So 12 million gallons of water per year. So they calculate in terms of gallons, we calculate in terms of liters, right? So that is why the unit is different. Special events require much more water, such as there was a event in 2012, right? NHL Winter Classic held in Philadelphia Citizens Bank Park, where 3.5 million gallons of water were consumed over a period of several days. So only a few days, 3.5 million gallons of water used, right? That may be even one third of the amount of water that is used for the entire year. As teams build larger stadiums to allow more people to attend games and increase team revenues, the need for more amenities and restrooms also increases. For example, the new Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium, which opened in 2009, has a seating capacity of about 80,000 people and has over 1,600 toilets to accommodate that many attendees. The new Yankee Stadium, which also opened in 2009, has approximately 800 toilets for more than 52,000 people it can hold. Another major environmental issue that sports stadiums present is the waste disposal. So the EPA, that is the Environment Protection Agency, approximates that around 17 million people attend professional sporting events in the US annually, and another 48 million attend college games every year. So the EPA further estimates that sporting events attendees generate about 39 million pounds of trash per year. Right? 39 million pounds of trash per year. So, for example, the MLB's Seattle Mariners Sefeco field produces approximately 2.8 million pounds of trash every year. So, the trash waste comes in many forms, but mostly from containers of foods and drink consumed in stadiums and parking lots. Right. So what they're saying is that the worth of the trash that is being generated every year, it is about 2.8 million pounds. And sometimes it is about 39, 40 million pounds. Right. Thank you.
Thus, we come to the end of this session. Thank you for your participation. Looking forward to meeting you in the next session.